it's just average, isn't it?
Well, it feels like we haven't gotten like NiKo arriving to CS2 quite yet. So yeah, question marks if m0NESY isn't hitting shots.
I hope he does arrive to CS2, and maybe here in Katowice we'll get to see that. m0NESY and NEXA, the first 2 kills of this round, but Goofy is fighting back, and he's got himself 2 of his own. And we'll see a CT fight going down against the rejuvenated Hades. Swing around, couple of CTs coming their way, and Hades double dash right through 2. It's just NiKo left alone. A plethora of angles, and now he knows where Goofy is. NiKo runs out, does take him down, and 7 health left for NiKo in this one. Taps to try and draw Hades into it, but that time is ticking too far gone now, and NiKo, when he does go for that fight, loses it, and a celebration for ENCE. Missed his presence at big events.
Listen, if you can fix G2, you pretty much carve your out a spot as a coach. Nice kill from HooXi. The peak with the 5-7 being aggressive, a little bit of chip damage onto Kyler, and going to back away. In a round like this where you invest in pistols.
And the trio look to hold it. Hunter is the first. And it's not worked out too well for HooXi. D-Hot cuts through them, and a second in for D-Hot as well. So they've got the B-bomb site overwhelmed.
Some on the escape.
Here's NiKo's Deagle, and we know how famous that blaze can be. And there's that fight in short, watching through the monitors.
Yes.
Of the G2 players.
That is the back of Nexus head. Way of looking at it. Like that team I always thought did so much cool stuff and just could not find ways to close out maps and win games.
Unfortunate, but they have found themselves in ENCE. And we get the gun round out, and that's what they want. Last year, the storyline that dominated the headlines in Katowice was the fact that NiKo had never won, despite so many finals here in Katowice. Finally got his finals last year. That's
I saw a smile bust out on NiKo's face when that happened, because you know it's just like, what the hell even is this?
ENCE looked to pop Nexus head.
Well, it's Skylar who just deletes NiKo from Con. Pushes up Hunter. Defense is forced to go passive.
Nexa slipping closer into the bomb site around the back of that smoke. It's D-Hot that is the first victim of the rifle, but Nexa couldn't quite control the garden hose for the second kill. And oh, m0NESY, you don't see him miss those often, even on the second chance.
Just battered and bruised, and ENCE have a nice easy round. Hades will fall, but that's going to be the last kill. And
by the other team.
He'll still be doing them, though.
Oh, he'll definitely be doing it. Maybe he'll get away with the words he's been banned from saying, because no one's going to hear them.
Oh, banged out. Nice shot from D-Hut. No hesitation on the swing.
He stays inside of Palace.
Which color Power Ranger would he be?
G2's jersey's black, so I gotta go with that one.
Black Ranger?
Yep. You know what, Jason? I'm not gonna lie. There's 2 things I skipped out on watching as a child: Pokemon and Power Rangers.
Okay, sure.
So, you know, I watched a couple of episodes of it, and you're probably more familiar with Megazord dinosaurs than me, unfortunately.
All right.
But I do know they made a lot of new movies about it. That kind of sucks. Got a lot of reunions coming up here in Katowice. And that is m0NESY dead. Hunter and Nexus still moving forward. That old crazy push, and Goofy comes back in to clear out Hunter, but they haven't detected Nexa. Now that second player ramp is going to give away his position, and that plant is coming in around the other side of default. So bomb is down, Nexa taken out, and 6 rounds in a row here for ENCE. His best performance ever, and then returns to normal form after he just
after beating Astralis.
Like,
yeah, that was
I'm just
great.
going to step up with the best performance I've ever shown as a professional player.
Yeah, I even really like that Astralis team, but there is still something satisfying of just seeing someone just...
Those flames not tickling his toes.
Got a crossfire as well on a 5-on-4. Ooh, there's the Deagle peek, and the SMG does work. Hades close up with the off. What are you going to do? No scope, and escapes as well. He's even hunting him down. That's why we like Hades. Gets a little bit of a highlight reel in action.
That's sick from Hades. Mechanical skill on display. NiKo boosting him over the top of short, seeing if Nexa can get eyes on Hades, and he will. So the underworld closes, and we've got a 2v3 as G2 still peppering the remaining defenders in this post plan. Kyler at the back of the bench is spamming down as much as he can, and it's m0NESY on 3 health. Oh, Kyler peeks up, and those kills come in for G2. It's the most unexpected round win for them to find. Active. He's going towards short, searching for this opening fight, and he's not alone. He has got NiKo, who is now making his way up top mid. m0NESY blinded for a moment, then peeks out.
Well, it's going to end at the A-bomb side. Hades has fallen back from B, so he'll pick up the bomb on the way.
Oof. To the Counter-Strike scene is those frosted glass windows that like go up and down in between it. We've seen some great energy across the teams in this competition, and this is great energy from ENCE out middle. Okay, but HooXi is just put down with utility, so Diha's got the angle. HooXi
tested this entire A bomb site. There's nowhere Nexa and HooXi can go. They're closing the gap as if they're going to challenge for this, and HooXi's actually put in a doable situation. Nexa's going to keep coming. One more kill towards CT spawn, and it's on, and Hades just a little too overeager. It's time to rein it back in, boys.
Oh, they do not rein it back in. They rain down on HooXi, and he gives them a headshot in return. It's suddenly only Goofy, and what a goofy round this is being from ENCE. Steps up with a really impactful round here. Tap on that defuse, not committing to it, and HooXi with the 4K.
It's a long time with his vision open for m0NESY. Thankfully, he hasn't slid out.
Yeah, definitely risky. Leaving that chance open. Oh my god, get hard cleared, Hunter. Oh my goodness. Could not stop that, but HooXi, what does he have for breakfast? Another double kill. And glaive. 2v3 post plank. Diha has to change position. Fortunately, didn't take damage from that Molotov, so they don't know where he is. But now he's up against 3. They will surely find him in just a moment. And what a clear from m0NESY. Oh, m0NESY's going back this time, but Kylar's close. Oh, m0NESY's dead to rights. Doesn't even get one out of it.
Yeah, again, like very aggressive, running into it, scoping into it. Plenty of information for Kylar and Goofy to be gathering and ready for those engagements. That's a banger shot, and this defense is gutted.
Absolutely gutted. Nexa at least gets that headshot. Needs another one. Wants to draw this back to even numbers. And HooXi's coming through connector, so once he does that, it'll be Goofy's timing to peek out for the underpass and take out HooXi. And NiKo trying to battle his way back in from Ticket, but it has not really got that far. NiKo, time is too far gone for him to have any real effect on this round. He is going to drop back in towards the connector and die. It
was always going to be a really unlikely retake, and I think in a different time of the half, G2 probably just saves that, but they got so much money.
And HooXi drops off after the warning shots whiz by, but m0NESY, another unorthodox missed shot from him. And he's knocked out by glaive. So blistering through this A bomb site with a headshot now creates space for ENCE. And you've got another superstar in this team in NiKo trying to step up, but he's distracted, transitions back well enough to get one, but the rest of the kills are all here for ENCE. 29 seconds left. HooXi on the rotation over, but his teammates haven't given him a very easy round. He'll have to do it all on his own.
HooXi's been balling, bro. Like 11 kills.
Crazy.
That's a 6 shot.
He be HooXin. He absolutely do be HooXin, but not this round. Diha spams him down. What a strong showing from ENCE as they want to take a step closer to qualifying themselves to the Spodek. The mid players here for ENCE, and they're looking for this fight. Good nade. Oh my god, that's one of the best nades I've ever seen. And Diha's going to step up with a triple off the back of it. He didn't even need the grenade because he just hit all headshots, and Kylar flicks up to Palace. That's the pistol, just like that.
Yeah, when the kills come out in mid like that, 3 kills for Diha, it forces NiKo to make a play before he wants to. He's got to try and catch somebody off guard, wants to hit a timing where someone's attention is shifted away.
Goofy's waiting for him, and m0NESY, oh my god, did get an opportunity to flick back, but that he spent a long time with, his time went on, but just with the sheer achievements and how little some of these players in ENCE have achieved, going into a team with glaive.
Being able to actually challenge for series victories. So now, yeah, you add an in-game leader like this with the pedigree that glaive has, and I think all these players are just going to be happy to have that experience and that voice behind them. Without any kind of a bomb plan, next round is going to be an even weaker buy. And ENCE is getting closer and closer to just taking this map straight up.
Diha? Oh my goodness. Kylar is with him.
And Diha's got so much confidence right now.
Yeah, you can't stop him. He's feeling confident.
All right, Goofy, chance to stat pad. 3 players headed your direction.
Ooh.
First one's down, that's m0NESY. Second one you see firing off from the windows. They might get forced back off this.
They've got it in them to beat this kind of team. But right now, this badly, it's incredible. And there's a shot finally for NiKo. He's been looking for that for quite some time, but Hades running over to plug the gap. He'll do what he can, and glaive will come to close. And there he is up in the Hall of Heroes, looking a little younger. Goofy has actually got towards CT. G2 taking the time.
But they've slowed it. Okay, good Molotov. Kyler's going to be forced into the open. He's just,
he got one.
He wins one. He wins one, and there's the burn. Goofy goes down as well in spawn, and that even all that time had not bought a whole lot for ENCE's defense to shift over to this bomb site.
Oh, Diha, he can disrupt this though. He's close in jungle, not ready for Hunter to be around the corner. The Bloodhound smells blood. It is now glaive left alone. Yet to plant that bomb, and m0NESY's considering the flank from glaive. He's looking towards Palace intermittently, but his timing has worked in favor of the Danish in-game leader. He comes out, m0NESY's down, but is glaive going to detect the second player close towards ramp, and that's Nexa, and he absolutely won't. So smashes the back of his head in. Hades has been sick in this competition, and Kylar, it's an interesting position against m0NESY, and it's not going to work. That's the rifle.
Yeah, and that can't be recovered. There's no chance at recovering that whatsoever. Glaive's gonna walk it. They're already up ramp as well. Glaive likely to go. Oh, no. He found Nexa, and NiKo never peeks off the ramp.
Yeah, that shot is chef's kiss from Glaive. Out towards ramp, he now has a rifle that he recovers off the corpse of Kylar. And that push from Diha has given it right back over into the hands of G2 and NiKo, but now they know there's an op on the field. As Hades making that work against HooXi, and NiKo decides to strike out Glaive. So 3v2, G2 have the advantage, but for how long can they hold it? This fight in mid goes the way of Hunter, and that should confirm it now. Hades, I don't think he's going to be allowed. Well, actually, maybe Hunter doesn't look too ready for it, and a good shot from Hades.
I'm not a huge fan of how that round ended up playing out, but not...
How's that going, Jason?
It was an overtime victory on map 1 for MOUZ.
Hasn't really worked out for ENCE just yet. G2 taking their time, and the only player on this bomb site is Glaive. That timing was a little awkward from m0NESY. Fortunately, Glaive didn't have a weapon worth talking about.
There's a difference between playing with such a big lead and a little bit of momentum to when someone, a team like G2 takes that away from you. Ooh. Took a while for Hunter to spot that body. Goofy gets a dink off, and that's it. And quite a bit of stress to figure out a CT defense that can actually be effective and work.
Yeah, Nexa, it's a big kill on Kylar, and Hades is the main one they want to get rid of. And they do it. They take the op out of his hands. Swans have given G2 a lifeline to stay in this game, and second chance to wake up and warm up, but it's Diha straight away with that opening kill. It's HooXi that's gone down. And this will give ENCE the player advantage for how long? Because m0NESY always under pressure. Because there's a second player there, you confirm that trade kill. And there's no rifle support from m0NESY. He was there alone.
He has a smoke to use if he gets into a little bit of danger. And there it is. That's a smoke to help create some space so he can be activated a little bit later on.
He is certainly in danger. He's running away. And his teammates are all rotating over. So Hades has got that headshot. He's got more. Hades just rips them apart and puts NiKo into this clutch. Once NiKo got, and it's a headshot to the brain. So that's all falling apart, and it's now ENCE on map point versus G2, 12-7. Enter short, and we have under a minute left on this clock, and here comes Hades around that corner. Oh, he's got them, lining them up. The double kill is swift, and a 3v3 established thanks to NiKo's kill back. He's the players we set eyes on, and he's got rotations coming to help him here, looking to try and close G2 out here on Mirage and end this chapter of map 1. Goofy peeks, there's the kill on HooXi, and a second in his awkward engagement in the apartments. Goofy's taking multiple headshots, but because that brick wall is protecting him against that Galil, he'll stay standing for a second longer, but he has an opportunity now to close this one out. But there's so many angles he's got to worry about, and he doesn't have the utility, he doesn't have the kit, so this becomes an almost impossible clutch, but what a shot! Glyph gets it down into the 1v1, and now it's against NiKo, the second best player in the world last year, and NiKo's not going to let this one slip. No scope to the chest.
Yeah, Glaive had to just make a decision there. There was a kit right in front of him if he was to win that fight. Had plenty of time to pick it up and get the defuse, but...
Glaive goes forward with that 5-7. Flash play to set him up around the corner, and damn, Hunter was ready for that.
They didn't catch any information on how many players were actually there. It might as well have just been all Hunter.
Ooh, Hades nearly provides you what you want, and he does eventually on the more difficult shot. And now the pistols come to play. Oh no, G2, not like this. Not in this round, up against the weaker guns. This first map is about to slip away. Hades dives down into the sandwich. m0NESY going for the clutch, but he can't stop them. The Enceladus rages on. Map 1 is taken, G2 fall away. And this romantic story of Polish potential is still here. Yeah, it's only Nexa, like you said, but here's the resources coming through middle. Let's see if they can get in behind them, but let's see what Nexa can do on that first test. If he can stall them out, if he can delay them, he can allow his teammates to come around the backside, and Nexa does so well. A double kill on the entrance of A, and it's an absolute massacre. Well, it's been answered, because here's the pistol for G2. Diha looking for a bomb plant. That's fantastic. That's extra cash. He's allowed his teammates a good force buy. And m0NESY would have loved that knife.
That's not the most dangerous force buy. Normally there's a few more rifles. Oh, HooXi, if you rotate too fast, Glaive gets a pre-fire off. Good headshot. Heard some footsteps on the build-up, but two players at this A site, including NiKo.
including NiKo. Let's see if that's the big factor here. NiKo towards the back of the cake, looking to do more than one, and well, he will not do that. This force buy, yeah, looks like a great call here for G2. Their best chance to step up with a round win here. And HooXi, he goes out early. Hunter's in behind him. It goes the way they would have wanted it. Hunter taking kills, eventually brought down, but his impact is certainly felt on this round as 35 seconds remain in it. Goofy rounds that corner with a MAC-10 and somehow beats m0NESY out in that fight.
And they're going to challenge from B main as well. It's m0NESY and Hunter. Neither of them have the rifles, but one is shifting over towards Temple as we speak.
And Glave's mowing them down. He's loving this MAC-10. Look at all the money he's making. Having space to come back, and you can have a really slow start and still have the opportunity in MR15. But here in MR12, it's almost... Hades has his sniper positioned towards dark, where Hunter will protect himself behind the wall. And he'll send out a smoke with it too. Here's that first fight, and it's m0NESY grabbing it.
This won't cause a shift though. There's 3 defenders here, and not a single body from ENCE is even committed.
So Kylo has to really try and sell it, and he just dies instantly. So Nexa picks that up, says there's no one else, and now readies this A defense to be steady. It's NiKo. With that smoke up in his face, it blows open, and NiKo and m0NESY, the 2 scariest players in G2 to go up against, and they cut through this ENCE attack.
Yeah, that was always going to be a very low percentage round. Hades comes back for one more as HooXi spots him crossing canals.
And HooXi down in towards dark. It's quite a commitment for HooXi early on. He's held back by Flash. In fact, it's a bit awkward here for HooXi. I can't believe he manages one out of that. Glaive better pray that m0NESY doesn't check to his left, and he does start to think about it, but Glaive knocks him out before he can have impact.
I was going to say a free bomb plant, but now NiKo's here.
He mullied himself off, which actually delayed them and allowed Hunter to get in behind him. And oh my goodness, this could just absolutely fall apart at the hands of ENCE. Good shot from Hades. Needed to remove NiKo, but remember, Hunter's still coming through the darkness, and Kylar eradicates him. Now Nexa has to clutch, and he's sweeping through this bomb site. Just one player left in Glaive, and Nexa saves the day. m0NESY has to change position, and he'll nail that one. Hades had no opportunity to react in time. m0NESY gets out of the fire, and NiKo now on fire in mid. It's a good kill on Glaive. Spots the back of Kylar, who is encroaching upon his position, and Hunter is forced away.
Oh,
Goofy
no.
actually got a double. I can't believe ENCE found a way back into this again. And nothing going his way just yet. Dihas swings him, looking to bring his rifle into the play. And he's got 2 players inside of Temple pinned as NiKo and Nexa make their way back in. It's all on Goofy with 3 players left, and oh my god, Goofy, he's got another one. A 1v2, but overwhelmed by m0NESY. And for G2, an opportunity to perhaps breathe. HooXi going out with Hunter. We've seen this move from them before. They love a bit of the aggression together. 1 kill for HooXi. Hunter, can he make anything of it? I cannot believe he's still alive. Get rid of him, finally. They've got Hunter, but it set up NiKo with all the distraction he needed to get in behind them. And now he's just waiting for his time to strike, and NiKo will absolutely strike true. And now a 3v2 with Nexa waiting in the wings.
Yeah, we're starting to look at a sharper NiKo here on Anubis. Not the sharpest we've ever seen him, but definitely a little bit more impact than Mirage. m0NESY doing good as well with the AWP.
And a deeper molly this time. ENCE are kept out, and Hunter feels confident to go for a peek off the back of this. And it might work out well for him, or it could end in misery, which is exactly what happened. So m0NESY's turn, just a single kill. Wall-buying headshot from Kylar comes in. Oh, HooXi could take a few of these weapons away, and they don't have a whole lot of cash left over. That's an instant double. That does actually screw over their economy.
Yeah, that's
decent amount.
That's a really nice piece of damage right at the end of the day, end of the round.
Here's Nexa getting a bit aggressive through that dark smoke. We've seen HooXi attempt this earlier in the half. Didn't work too well. Nexa is trying it this time. He's got a good position, and with m0NESY, it works out well. Hunter's applying pressure outside A. Dihas and Goofy withstand all of the pressure, and in fact, win all the fights. Not expecting it to come from the TSR side, and here's m0NESY. No, that's so heartbreaking for him. m0NESY had a chance to line up multiple opponents and didn't get a single one, so now it has to be HooXi in his stead. It's 2 coming in for HooXi. NiKo forced into the fight and actually works out for him. He gets that bomb plant denied, but still will fall. Probably won't be tied for long, considering G2's purchase. Ooh, what is HooXi doing these days? Holy. Maybe, just maybe, we got a full USP on our hands here, Jason. Nah, it's gonna line them up. I forgot this isn't Cloud. And Goofy and Kylar are making their way to A, but they're separated, and this gives Hunter a chance for a 1v1 fight. Oh, Goofy has to ready and steady himself, and he absolutely will. It's now m0NESY sprinting back over, and that camera is smoked out. m0NESY has some cover to make his way forward. Does he take the risk? He does, and Goofy's ready for it. Searching above the top of the mist. And m0NESY's Whisper will split it. Good shot right through the head of Hades, out.
He's like, sure, I guess this is the game we're playing now.
His T-side ended like 5 minutes ago.
Now double flash to push out. Kyler's ready and waiting. Hunter still wants to stick around. He's got a frisky idea.
Yeah, Nex has had a decent half here. We need to be even better than decent, though. He's got a headshot on Diha. That stopped them at the door of A.
The way that smoke faded couldn't have been worse for Diha. Plenty of time for Kyler to have impact.
Well, Kylar is being watched from heaven. He's got to win this fight, and he won't against NiKo. Tough to win a fight against one of the best riflers in the world, and he's showing us exactly that in this round. NiKo with the double leaves glaive alone in a 1v3. This half has been much better from G2. They finally arrived to the game. You'd say it's still a B game from them. Well, taking 6 at the turn of the half ties things right up, and this series now has dreams of a third map. G2 trying to secure it. Join us after the break.
4 players across bridge. Oh, this looks like my matchmaking strategy.
Yeah, this is definitely one you've ran before, Jason, and well, not like that. You don't hit shots like that. Glaive with the triple. Goofy coming in, and oh my goodness, G2, good night. Sleep well.
I win my pistols, though. Kyler, oh, they're so much closer than he expects.
Yeah, he's going to get overrun, but he will get back in time. And now he has a chance to make a lot of money. Great opportunity if he can mow them down, and Diha's with it. Glaive is coming in that rotation. And there was a chance there with Kyler getting caught, not seeing them creep up. But well, there's multiple things, I suppose you can call it them. But if you take one piece out of a Jenga tower, it will stand. And there's Goofy. Let's see if it is Jenga or a House of Cards indeed. It seems to have collapsed completely.
Yeah, really hard to pull off that setup when you don't get that initial contact. You don't get those initial fights with the aggression, at least 1 or 2 players. Now they got to sink back into the B bomb site. Dia's going to drop. Oh, Nex is waiting, but it don't matter.
Yeah, he just drops on down into the water, gets his feet wet and gets a kill. Glaive does even better than that. He doubles his kill count, and now it's Hunter running away. Desperation gives you a big moment.
And it was the same thing there. Apex even had the read, but hold the phone. Here comes the execute. Diha gets a kill, so does Glaive to slow things down. Goofy, excuse me, using the pillar for cover, but not for long. It's HooXi and m0NESY, 2 on 4.
Yeah, got 2 AKs, 2 out of this, so let's see what they've got in them. Smoke goes down towards CT. That at least cuts off some of the support network here for ENCE. And through that smoke to Temple, Diha has been cut through by m0NESY. So looking to plant the bomb, receives damage on top, but HooXi's in a really powerful position, but it's short-lived, so it's on m0NESY, and he can't do it. ENCE come back in for the retake. Oh, Hades' shadow. He shot a little early because of the shadow. HooXi took a weird maneuver, a weird movement down the stairway that allowed him to get that kill on the AK-47. m0NESY getting bullets whizzing past him. He's allowing Hunter to move on in. 1 kill towards the back of the platform, and m0NESY needed to nail that one, and he absolutely finds it. It's Kylar left in a 1v4. Making his way through the water and towards this A-bomb site, and oh no, it's Hades waiting around that corner, and HooXi couldn't deal.
The middle is wide open and exposed. Dia's going to slide over to keep an eye on camera. Oh, NiKo going to turn the corner. Sees a shoulder. Spam gets him down, and the follow-up. The cousins are gone. It's Diha on top.
Yeah, don't invite Diha to any family occasions. He has just absolutely ripped them up. Nexa and m0NESY in a 2v5 as they encroach upon this A site. They know that Hades was last detected towards this A site and is likely playing around Cake. And they would be right in assuming that if m0NESY locks in a shot. Nexa needs to be careful he doesn't walk in front of the sniper. And Nexa's walked too far. So m0NESY can't win this one, even with his great talents. 16 seconds. Shot lands towards Diha. Needs another. He was close. He was very, very close.
Yep.
Might have a chance here to get onto the A-bomb site without issue.
Yeah, the question is the timing of like what exactly is ENCE doing in middle. They're clearing it out now. Diha just went for a peek, so you'd imagine somebody would fall back and rotate over.
Especially with that utility coming in.
Well, they can at least block off Hunter down window. Kyler's got that, but K can't do anything about the A-bomb site itself. Hades is going to risk it all and come right through. He's going to run into flames and disappear back into the smoke. He said, nah, that's a bad idea. You need a flashbang from Goofy. That could actually change this. If that flashbang comes in and they take out m0NESY, missed shot,
Missed shot definitely helps too, and Hades has removed NiKo from the equation. And Monacy, what he's gone to, Hades is just ripping apart this G2 team. Jesus. And so will the rest of ENCE. It's series point for ENCE, qualification to the playoffs for ENCE.
G2 just hasn't shown up whatsoever. That's way too easy of a retake, way too clean of a retake. Not enough fight back. We're weird, unusual, but they're rising to the challenge.
D-Hop and Hades stop the first 2 players, and now just 3 away. ENCE have done it, and they've done it in style. The playoffs wait in front of them, and the kills are all coming through.
This is a throwaway round.
Yep, it's done.
This is all over. ENCE, they qualify for the playoffs. They qualify for the Spodek. A small smile at his former teammate as Taz is going to lose the first head-to-head matchup with his mate Cuban. And cause for celebration, the first Polish squad inside the Spodek in 8 years since 2016.